What is up, YouTube? I'm Devon DaVinci, leader of the Renaissance crew, and you're watching DaVinci Reacts. Today we're going to be getting into a trailer that just dropped. As of the time of recording this, it dropped not too long ago, like a couple hours ago. This is Spider-Man No Way Home. It is the official teaser for the next movie. Now, when it comes to the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, I have only seen the first one, Homecoming. I haven't seen any of the other ones. I think there's only one other one besides this one that's coming out. I haven't seen the second one at all. If that is a movie that you would be interested in me checking out, feel free to join my Patreon, because if I do react to it, it will be on my Patreon first. And then when the scheduled time comes out, I'll release it on YouTube. For those of you that don't know, I react to movies on Patreon. Up until now, they've been exclusive to Patreon, but what I've decided to do is I'm going to start dropping them maybe 1 week at a time on YouTube. So I have about a year's worth of movie reactions that I've done on Patreon. I'm going to, like I said, once a week, drop them on YouTube. So if you do want to see me react to this now, then I can try to do a reaction to Far From Home, maybe in like a week's time. And when this comes out, I can do a reaction to that. But you wouldn't see this movie on YouTube until like a year from now. So if you do want to see it like soon, or if you want to see any of the other movies that I've done reactions to, join my Patreon. It's only $1. Now, with that being said, let's jump into this. Now, I don't know if I've ever actually given my opinion on the Tom Holland Spider-Man, but if I had to rank him, because for me, why am I blanking on his name? I keep wanting to say Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire, I think. I always consider him the best Peter Parker, and I considered Andrew Garfield as the best Spider-Man. Tom Holland, I don't know if I would put him above either of them in those specific fields, but when you combine the two, I think he's the best total package for Spider-Man. Kind of like the jack of all trades. Now, I've only seen that one movie, so it's possible that he could have gotten better or worse, for all I know, in the later movies, but we will see. Anyway, let's jump into this and see what we have to, or what it has to offer. I don't know what to expect, really. I did like the first movie, though. I really liked the first one. Okay, a lot of Doctor Strange, a little bit of Inception.
This is a good one. Some suggest that Parker's powers include the male spider's ability to hypnotize females.
Stop, come on.
Yes, my spider lord.
Can we just stay up here all day? It is so crazy down there.
That's right, folks. Spider-Man is in fact
I can't see.
Parker.
Listen, I did
Okay,
not
so everybody
kill
knows.
Mysterio. The drones did.
The drones that are yours.
I shouldn't have reacted to this. That sounds like a bit of a spoiler.
What do you mean?
Now
Probably
that
not the
everybody
wisest.
knows, you don't really have to hide or lie to people.
For the record, I never wanted to lie.
Probably not the wisest idea to put that in the
Have to
trailer.
tell someone that you're Spider-Man. Now everybody knows. But this isn't about me. This is hurting a lot of people. I've just been thinking about how to fix all of this.
Was that Hot May?
So, Peter, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm sorry to bother you, sir.
Please, we saved half the universe together. I think we're beyond you calling me sir.
Okay, Steven.
Yeah, you don't
Feels
like that.
weird, but I'll allow it.
When Mysterio revealed my identity, my entire life got screwed up. I was wondering if maybe you could make it so that he never did.
Strange.
Don't cast that spell. It's too dangerous. Fine. I won't.
Spoken like a guy that is not going to listen.
The entire world is about to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Wait, everyone?
Including
Yeah, some people still know.
That's
MJ.
not how the spell works.
So MJ's gonna forget about everything we've ever been through?
Stop
Yep.
tampering with the spell.
Oh my God, Ned, he's my best friend. Oh, my Aunt May should really
Stop talking.
What just happened?
You screwed it up.
We tampered with the stability of space-time. The multiverse is a concept about which we know.
Multiverse. That's where I've heard that they might be thinking about incorporating some Spider-Man elements from the previous movies into this, and there was talk of multiverse, and I didn't realize that this would be the movie that goes into it. But that does sound like an interesting idea to bring those guys in if that is what they're doing.
The problem is you trying to live two different lives. The longer you do it, the more dangerous it becomes.
Green Goblin?
Be careful what you wish for, Parker.
Oh, Dr. Octopus. Oh, it is him too. He came in. They brought him in. I don't know the actor's name, but I do remember like Spider-Man 2 was without a doubt the best Spider-Man movie of all of them, I think. Homeland was my second favorite. Or Homecoming, I'm sorry. Homecoming was my second favorite. But Spider-Man 2 was my favorite. Not just because of how good the actual movie was, but for me, all the properties involving Spider-Man 2 was great as well. I'm a big video gamer, and I don't know if you guys were around, but when Spider-Man 2 dropped, it changed everything. Like, a lot of people nowadays, like when you play Spider-Man games, like for example, the PS4, PS5 one that came out not too long ago, the game mechanics aren't like new. This is just how you experience Spider-Man. The way you swing and everything else, that's just how you experienced it. Everybody that remembers like back on the PS1 days when they had like Spider-Man, what was it called? Enter Electro, and those games were like when you went to swing, you would just like start doing like a regular swing pattern. Even if there was nothing on top of you, if you were just on a roof and you just start swinging, you do just go like this. The first Spider-Man game, the exact same. They just had the same, like this, the animation that you didn't have any control over the swing. It was just like a movement. Spider-Man 2 changed all that with the swinging mechanic that they put in. I remember when that swinging mechanic came in and it changed everything. Like it made Spider-Man 2 into one of, if not the, now that I think about it, this is a good area to have a discussion. Would you say Spider-Man 2 is the greatest video game adaptation ever? Like, of all the games that are modeled after movies, would that be the best one of all time? Because I would argue that Spider-Man 2 is probably the greatest movie-based game of all time. But as far as this movie's concerned, it definitely looks like something I'd be interested in. Now, I do need to react to Far From Home before I take care of this, because it sounds like I got a little bit of a spoiler out of this trailer, which is sad. But I will have to check out the middle movie so I can try to get all the plot points in this one. But just the fan service of seeing characters from the previous Spider-Man movies. And I'm wondering like how far they're going to go into it. Like I saw that they had the little Green Goblin cameo, and I'm guessing they're going to get the actor that played Green Goblin. I don't know why I'm lost on names right now, because I know his name. I'm wondering if they're going to bring in him, and if that's the case, then they have the villains from like the first one. I wonder if they're going to bring in Sandman. But even if they just brought them in, that's just the first the Raimi trilogy. Are they going to bring in anyone from the Andrew Garfield movies, like Jamie Foxx as Electro, and what other villains were in those movies? I forgot. I honestly forgot those movies. Are they going to bring in Gwen Stacy? Are they going to bring in Mary Jane from the Raimi movies? Like, it seems like it'd be a great idea to have everything crossing into one. At least I think it'd be cool. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share. I look forward to seeing what you have to say. I can't stress enough to hit the like button. Now, I'm not asking you guys to hit the like button if you didn't enjoy it. If you didn't enjoy it, that's 100% fine. But if you did enjoy this reaction, it goes a long way if you hit the like button, because it helps my channel gain exposure, and it helps expand the community so I can have more people coming through, leaving comments, and having more discussions, because that's what I'm doing this for, to have a big community and just be able to talk about these types of things and have big discussions. That's what I want the most on YouTube. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. So I'm Devon DaVinci. Hopefully you've been enlightened. I'm going to give you the deuces, and I'm signing out. Peace.